In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 NBA games happening on February 25th, 2022. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets. As we provide these videos on a daily basis, I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 NBA games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive betting picks to take your sports betting journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer anywhere from 2 betting picks a day up to 10 betting picks a day and much more. Now let's get started. Houston Rockets versus Orlando Magic. The Houston Rockets travel to Orlando to play the Magic in both of their first games after the All-Star break on Friday. Houston has lost 7 straight games and went just 1-9 prior to the All-Star break. Orlando has lost 4 in a row and owns the worst winning percentage in the NBA. Both the Rockets and Magic have struggled this season, but back Orlando at home. The Magic are just 26-34 against the spread this season, while Houston is 23-34-1 against the spread. As home favorites, the Magic are just 1-1, but they are 1-0 when they are favored by 3.5 points or more. Both teams aren't the best shooters, but the difference maker will be the Magic's defense, as they should be able to contain Wood, while Anthony and Suggs should have success against Green and the Rockets' backcourt. The Rockets have been one of the coldest teams in the league, and their confidence took another big hit after getting dismantled by the Clippers in their last game before the All-Star break. You could say the same about the Magic, who have struggled to get going despite having almost all their key players back in the lineup. This should be a close one, but the Rockets are just so bad defensively right now. Orlando Magic to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. For not being the best teams, both the Magic and Rockets are known for hitting the overs this season. Orlando is 32-27-1 in hitting the over this season, while Houston is 34-23-1 in hitting the over. The Magic play at a pace of 101.4, which ranks 10th, while the Rockets play as the fastest team in the NBA, as they play at a pace of 103.4. In Orlando's last 4 games, they have gone over 228.5 in 3 of them. Houston, meanwhile, has gone over that number in all of their last 4 games. Both teams will push the pace and shoot a ton of shots. Houston have gone over the mark in each of their last 4 games heading into this one. The Rockets are mediocre offensively despite playing at the league's second fastest tempo at 100.9 possessions per contest. Orlando is in the bottom 5 when it comes to weak offensive attacks in the league this season, which is a major reason why the team has struggled. So over the projected total is our full game total pick. Oklahoma City Thunder versus Indiana Pacers. The Oklahoma City Thunder travel to Gainbridge Fieldhouse for a road tilt with the Indiana Pacers on Friday night. The Thunder are in action Friday night and will be on the second leg of a back-to-back. The Pacers gutted their roster at the trade deadline and will begin a long rebuild. Looking at the betting trends, the Thunder are 20-7 against the spread in their last 27 road games, 19-7-1 against the spread in their last 27 games against a team with a losing record, and 33-15-4 against the spread in their last 52 games overall. The Pacers are 1-4 against the spread in their last 5 home games, 0-4 against the spread in their last 4 games playing on 3 or more days rest, and 2-6 against the spread in their last 8 games overall. Injuries have kept Pacers guard Malcolm Brogdon on the bench for all but 3 games since December 15th. Head coach Rick Carlisle remains hopeful, though, that Brogdon will return from a sore right Achilles tendon when play resumes for Indy starting on Friday. With that said, Brogdon is listed as questionable for this game, and Indiana is in no rush to get him back considering how bad of a season they are having. This is another spot Halliburton to shine, facing a Thunder team playing the second game of a back-to-back. Oklahoma City scores the fewest points game, so Indiana's defensive deficiencies won't be on display. The Thunder are going to be shorthanded once again as Ty Jerome, Luguentz Dort, and Mike Muscala remain out, while the Pacers will be without Miles Turner, TJ Warren, and Ricky Rubio, while Chris Stewart is listed as questionable. You couldn't back either team with much confidence these days, but the Thunder looked toothless in last night's big loss to the Suns, and they're going to struggle on 0 days rest. So Indiana Pacers to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Oklahoma City will be on the second leg of a back-to-back for this game against Indiana, who did not play on Thursday and will be on a week's rest. The Thunder rank 16th in pace heading into this home matchup with Indiana. Oklahoma City loves what they see in new point guard Josh Giddey, and he will have a good spot to showcase his talents after facing a tough Phoenix team. The Pacers rank 20th in pace, but that can be a tad misleading as a completely different roster is trot out. With Halliburton at the helm, they will play at a much higher pace through the second half. This will be a high-flying game with two teams going nowhere this season, so over the projected total is our full game total pick. Toronto Raptors vs. Charlotte Hornets. The Toronto Raptors travel to the Spectrum Center for an Eastern Conference showdown with the Charlotte Hornets on Friday night. The Raptors went into the break on a blistering note, winning 8 of their last 10 games. The Hornets are headed in the opposite direction, losing 9 of their last 10 games. Looking at the betting trends, the Raptors are 6-1 against the spread in their last 7 road games, 7-15 against the spread in their last 22 games following a win of more than 10 points, and 24-8 against the spread in their last 32 games overall. The Hornets are 1-9-1 against the spread in their last 11 home games, 0-5-2 against the spread in their last 7 games against a team with a winning record, and 1-5-2 against the spread in their last 8 games overall. These clubs are headed in opposite directions in their first game after the All-Star break. The Raptors have won 9 of their last 11 games and are rolling through a tough Eastern Conference after a tough start. The Hornets have lost 9 of their last 10 and are plummeting down the standings after being top 5 for much of the first half. They have been crushed on the opposing glass, ranking 28th in defensive rebounding. They acquired Montrezl Harrell at the deadline, but he does not provide any help in the rebounding department. It was a peculiar move for a team needing help defensively. The Raptors will be sweating on the availability of Fred VanVleet, who is listed as questionable with a knee injury, while the Hornets will again be missing Gordon Hayward and Jalen McDaniels. The Raptors are clearly the team in better form, and they've got plenty to play for as they look to charge towards the playoffs, while the Hornets will take any win they can get after losing 9 of their last 10 games. So Toronto Raptors to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Charlotte is one of the premier offensive clubs in the NBA, averaging 113 points per game. The problem is, when their shots are not falling, their defensive deficiencies become borderline unwatchable. They rank 23rd in defensive rating, but it has been far worse during February, routinely giving up massive totals. The Raptors are playing their best basketball of the season and will almost surely eclipse their season average in this one. The Hornets rank 2nd in pace, so opportunities will be there for both teams to rain some 3 balls in their first game after the break. Toronto enters this one having seen the over hit in 31 of their 57 games on the season. The Raptors have been streaky with regards to the total as they recorded 10 straight overs followed by 7 consecutive unders before going over the mark in 8 of their last 11 games. Now, we have seen the Raptors fall under the mark in each of their last 3 entering this one. Toronto is 26th in the league in tempo with an average of 96 possessions per contest. Charlotte comes into this game having seen the under post a 30-29-1 mark this season. That's rather surprising when you see that the team is first in scoring offense and third to last in scoring defense this season. The Hornets are 2nd in the league in tempo with an average of 100.6 possessions per game as they like to run and gun against opponents. We've seen the over go 11-4-1 in the last 16 meetings, so over the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.